but I don't know how to do it. And I do take all your advice, but you're going to have to put it on another app that I can look through it. And as for the creativity, you've all got your own kind of mark. What am I doing that for? I just went to a fucking... I don't have enough yet. Yeah, I really fucked myself when I bought the jet. I jumped the gun. I was gonna wait till I had 6 million because I thought the upgrades would be, you know, astronomical, but I didn't realize that. That's the other thing, people. The more you progress, the more you build up your businesses and stuff, I've found that things get cheaper. Yeah, typical fucking Aussie weather. So it's definitely worthwhile. Like, basically that is all the reason only reason I'm streaming really, is basically if you actually listen to all my dribble or watch what I'm doing, I'm showing you how to make money on this game so you can have all your toys and you can go play with the others. Instead of being left behind or not having what someone else has or wanting to jump into someone else's car, come here to an invite-only session, build up your businesses, and buy them cars you want. So instead of sitting bitch in a car, you can drive that car. You can have that car. And always keep your eye on the specials, mate. I mean, what was fucking 8 million? I just paid 4 million. What is it? The Tordillo. That's the next car I'm going to buy. It was 4 million. It's now 2 point something. So it's cheaper to buy. All them other fast exotic cars or anything that you're looking at, they always have a discount or a fucking half price sale. At the moment, it's like 75% off fucking businesses and shit like that and upgrades and stuff. Just look for everything. Go onto your phone. Go through all the apps and see what's cheap. If there's something that you've been looking at for a long time and you want it, go for it. But if you want to make money without any disruptions, the invite-only session, friends-only session, because then you can invite your friends along. Because on an invite-only, if you invite friends, they can invite friends. And it basically turns into a public session. Where friends only, you know who you're playing with. With the invite only, I prefer to do it all on my own, like solo play. That way, the only thing I'm racing or fighting against is the AI enemies and racing against the clock. I don't have outside interference with, you know, the oppressor or jets trying to blow my shit up. Or even people on the ground trying to blow you up. That's the other thing. Trolls, grievers, and campers, they're not going to go away, but you can find a way where you make it impossible for them to do what they want to do. That's how you win. Basically, ignore them, go somewhere else. Don't keep on egging them on, don't go off. Don't block them or report them. This is my other trick. Because when they turn up on a heist or something, you leave the heist and you go straight outside. You'll be the first one to respawn and you can return the favor to the bastards. It's called karma. They want to make your gameplay difficult or fucking impossible. You turn it on them. That's how you win. You either ignore them or you turn it around on them. You build your character up, you build your arsenal up, and you turn it around on them. That's how you win against them. But you don't play their game. You play their game, you'll feed their fuel, their fire. They'll keep doing it. You play your game, your way, with a little bit of advice from other gamers. Like I said, these days I go on a public session. As soon as a griever or troll turns up, or a camper, I notice all these little white dots going and converging on that one person. I never meant to get a following or popular or anything like that, but because of the way I am in the real world, I bring that to the game. I'm a human. Not a tom-tom that, you know, I want to fucking kill everyone and make it difficult for everyone to play and just make it, you know, it's a game, yeah, but you're also meant to have fun. I won't pick up a game unless I'm going to have fun. I'm going to enjoy myself, kick back, stress-free, relax. If someone's going to come onto my game and make that difficult for me, I'm going to make his game difficult. And I don't even have to do anything. It's called karma. Like I said, when I go into a public session, someone wants to shoot at me, high level or low level, it doesn't matter. I see all these white dots and colored dots converging on that one person. And I think, you silly, silly person. If you've only kept on playing your game and doing your own thing, like everyone, like I sit there and watch the map before I even go out to see what everyone's doing, and usually people are just partnering around, doing their own thing, cruising around with friends, drifting, doing whatever. And then you'll see a few individuals flying around in like the big weaponized shit, like the Oppressor Mark II or some kind of helicopter or jet, blowing every fucker out of the fucking sky or off the ground. And I think, why, dude? Are you that bored with your game, you've got to make it impossible for everyone else to play? And yeah, I know, it's GTA. Of course it's fucking GTA. I mean, someone, you know, like I said, these days I don't whinge and bitch. Some of the lower level players that haven't learned that you don't take on someone that's a higher level than you if you can't handle them. The other day I was cruising around in this, someone fucking had a couple of shots at me with a weaponized Ingus, and then he started chasing me thinking he was just as fast as me. He wasn't. No, it wasn't that. I knew where I was going. My character's driving skills were a lot higher than his. He peeked his head around the corner in his car, and he got himself some hot lead. He felt my railgun. And that was a trick I learnt off another player. But I didn't have a weaponized vehicle. This time, I just had my stock standard work vehicle. I'd just come off a job, actually. And I took him out. And then he respawned as I was coming out of where I was hiding, waiting for him. I wasn't hiding, I just took him into a place, like, basically where I knew I'd have him, but he wouldn't have me. I know the game a little bit better than he did, obviously. Or where to go and what to do. So when he respawned on the street, I ran him over. Then when I looked up on the list what his name and his number, he was a level 5. very silly boy. So when I say, you think you're good, you think you're up there and you've got that car or that weaponized vehicle, be careful on who you take out. They might just turn around and bite you in the ass. And like I said, I don't take anyone's shit anymore. I don't bitch about it anymore. I get even, which I told you in the beginning when I started. Once I get up there, I'm not going to grieve or troll or camp. I'm going to get even because I'm up there. I've got the arsenal. My character's ready. I can take you on now. And that's not... Well, fuck, if I wanted to have a target on my back, I'd put my fucking target fucking clothes back on. Well, I've had a target on my back since I started playing. Like, there's one dude, Rocket Bunny. He got so jealous that I beat him to the punch twice in a standard vehicle. The first time he blew my vehicle up and offered me a ride. And I thought, you fucking stinking cunt. Just because I made it to the weapons before you, there was no reason to blow my fucking car up. And yeah, I knew it was him that blew the car up. I was watching him on the map. And it wasn't an accident. It was on purpose. First time he pushed it into the sea and then he blew it up. Second time, he blew it up. Then he started trying to kill me when I jumped in a standard car again. That's what I mean. I can do this in my vehicle or something I pick up off the street. It doesn't matter. That's what you got to teach yourself. If you look at the back of my vehicle, there's no windows. There's nowhere where they can shoot in and hit me. They've got to hit me from the front or the sides. So as long as I keep the enemy behind me, I'm not going to get hit, am I? And most of the AI drivers are fucking useless. Apart from them Merryweather cunts when you do your fucking gun run. I don't know how they get that fucking that Jeep thing to go that fast. And then recover and then ram ya. Come on, do it, do it, do it, do it. Yeah! Fuck the world. That's what I mean. If you have a close look at the tattoos that I've got on my body, it's got WTF on one side, locked and loaded on the other side, and then most of them are fucking tattoos of women in exotic poses or whatever. Oh, apart from my V8 engine weed thing on the back. Or, yeah, something to do with weed, because, yeah, I like my weed. That's the other thing. While I'm doing these things, and these are things that people invite me on, I'm going to go to the shop. I don't think I need any armor. Like, that'll get fixed up when I go back to the thing.
This is a solid fund to use on the rest of our planet.
If I do need any armor, it'll probably be just one.
I'll be in touch.
But that's my main goal about playing a game. I mean, why do you think I put it on hard? You only get one fucking life. Gee, there you go. I didn't even use the fucking armor. You only get one go in life. Most video games, you don't get an extra life these days. You just respawn somewhere. And in some games, if you haven't saved in a certain area, you're fucked. You gotta go all the way back to the beginning. So, like, and I do get it with the older players, they used to sit there and go, why don't you put it on hard? I do now these days. But the reason I didn't put it on hard back in the day, it wasn't for me. That extra life's not for me. That extra life's for whoever the fuck's gonna die on me. That's what I mean. I'm that good of a gamer. If I fuck up, the only reason I fuck up is usually because someone hasn't covered me. You haven't worked as a fucking team. Because how's it go? Like, it's just a game. But if anyone's played a military game, you need to stick together or you're going to die. You are not going to progress through the game. You have to cover your teammates. Oh, I want to buy one of these. You have to cover your teammates' ass or you're not going to progress. You will stay at the same level and you'll be fucking struggling all the way through. If you want the game to be easier, you work as a fucking team, you cover each other's ass, and you'll get through the heist and you'll make money. And you'll even find a crew that you want to stick with. And like I said, depending on their real world time slots, like when they got time to play the game, that crew member or that player will always be there for you. I mean, if you're just as good as them and they're just as good as you, I mean, you got a tight crew, you can start setting goals. Or, you know, like at the moment, like I keep on saying, I really want someone to get back to me if they've done any better than 1.8. Like, you got 50 grand to lose. Like, I don't care about the 50 grand, but if you've got 1.8 or just over on the Pacific Bank, I want to hear your record, man, because I'd be impressed. Because my crew, we got 1.7, just over 1.7. And as far as I know, we hold the record. Don't hold me to that though. But because of that reason alone, I constantly get fucking harassed to go back to that job. You know the reason that we got through it? Because I'd played that, the setup, the end part, all of it, over 450 fucking times. So that many fucking times, don't you think I know the insides and outsides of that fucking mission, and if something's worth getting or not getting, like the helicopter? Like I said, if you've got a tight crew, you can get through any fucking heist. If you stick together and you cover each other, you won't have to worry about, like I said, I just showed you, I got through that and I've got a little bit of armor knocked off, but that's it. That's how good I am. I make sure I don't lose any fucking armor. I make sure I fucking get through the fucking job. That's why people want me to come play, because I don't fuck around. I don't fuck up if I can help it. Like, don't get me wrong, like, that Bogdan shit, and when all hell breaks loose on fucking the KO job, or the casino job, because it's a tight quarters situation, especially the casino job, tight quarters, that fucking sucks. And, the KO, when you only hit the compound, but once the islands are loaded, you can't really escape the shit. Like, I have only ever done that once, stealth, and basically I followed the host all the way through. I let him do most of the work. We cleaned up. I can't remember what we got from that. But he was basically showing me that it can be done without alerting the guards. That's what I mean. I learned from other players. If you don't watch other players, if you don't listen to other players, that's another reason you won't progress. If you think you're all that, you're not. Especially in games like this. There is way too much to learn, and they're always bringing out new shit. That's the other problem. You might know everything, and then all of a sudden they bring out something new that you haven't done before. But because I know so much of the original story, or I've done everything in the original story, that house, listing and fixing, that's fucking, I can't remember who the fuck it is, but that's the one that, you know, fucking, the car job, and then he fucks you over. He's also the guy you put in the fucking boot and chuck over the fucking cliff. That's his house. But they say it's some fucking pawn house or something, and it's not. Well, he really doesn't know who it belongs to. It's just some rich cunt in his eyes. But, yeah, that house is in the original game. I mean, that's how I do so well in this game, is because I know the original game so well. I had the hard drive where I did it 99.99%. Like I said, I keep saying I only needed the online connection to have a absolute 100% completion. Now, that's not like completing all the goals at gold or whatever the fucking... Like, a lot of it was bronze or silver. There was a few gold in there. I mean, you can't help but doing well on some of them. And I mean, 7 years of experience on the same fucking game, or how long ever it's been, like, just take into consideration how long it has been since GTA 5 has been released. Pretty much a week to 2 weeks after, as soon as I can afford the game after it's released, I pretty much buy it. I don't pre-order games because I don't like the fact of money floating in the air. Even though, yeah, you can get something extra that no one else will get. I don't really care about that because you get enough goodies on the game as it is. Especially games like this. But basically, a week or two after the game is released, I pretty much buy it. Or get it. Somehow. I'm a gamer, through and through. I'm not, you know, you can't label me at any level, but I love gaming. Anything to do with cars, guns, free roam, customization, I'll play it. A lot of my games are like Cyberpunk, Fallout. I'm just like new to the arena online world, so like I said, I'm just testing the water, but I love GTA, so, and I'm used to this game anyway. Like I said, once you complete a game 100%, you can definitely come into the online world and they'll think you know nothing, but you know everything. Well, I don't know everything, like I said. On this online game, they're always bringing out new shit. New missions, new heists, new jobs. Anyone who isn't a member, I strongly suggest, I mean, $11.95 in Australia, and that's not a whole lot for me to waste, even though I've got big responsibilities like 6 animals. It's not a easy task to take care of or feed. So, and you know, 2 houses, about 2 acres of land, you know, bills all built up. But $11.95, 12 bucks, 13 bucks, and you get a whole heap of shit you'd have to pay for. Plus you get bonuses and extra money and all the rest of it. So it's definitely worth being a member. And I'm not doing that to promote Rockstar or anything. I'm saying that from one gamer to another, it is definitely worth investing in being a member. I've suggested it to other players and they're having a ball. Like, when I'm in a public session, I'm like, man, are you a member? And they're like, no. I'm like, go get a fucking gift card and sign up, man. Be a member because you'll fucking have such more fun. You get all the toys, you get all the free cars. Yeah, you get all the same mission, but you don't get the free stuff. And just for being a member, you get money. Like, you get $500,000 to $1 million each month. So that definitely goes a long way. I mean, for $12, which, yeah, don't get me wrong, and at the moment, if you get a $30 gift card, sign up to a membership, you chuck the rest of it on a shark card, like the highest shark card you can get, and there's actually 75, I think it's 75%, 15% more, something like that, on the shark card, so you get more money there too. And as soon as you sign up as a member, like between the 5th and the 8th, at the moment, you'll get a payout of $1 million straight up for new members. And I tell you now, $1 million or $2 million goes a lot further than fucking scrimping and scraping and building your businesses to get there. And I'm sure that every gamer that I've come across, they've all got wish lists. I mean, even the old timers, it's like something new comes up, I was like, oh, I'll go and buy it. Ah, fuck, I don't have enough money. So, you know, $2 million, it won't go far, but it'll go far enough for you to get a nice new vehicle. Or maybe some clothes you've been looking at. I don't know, like, that's mean. That's what I love about full customized games, like where you can pretty much do everything. The only thing I ask, unless I sold a vehicle to you, you can keep, like, I don't mind if you keep it the way it is when I sell it to you, or change it, but I do ask that no one copy me or my character. I mean, my mask is a signature, my face paint is a signature. I've had it since I started, pretty much. Even my clothes. I've only got, like, I only just bought this stuff, so I'm sort of like, I don't mind it. Sometimes I'll buy some new stuff. I do change it up. Like, someone's like, I've heard people say, oh, you wear the same stuff and you got the same makeup. It's a signature. It's me. It's Ghost. It's just like a lot of other characters that I've seen or play as characters. And when I was going through the face paint, I seen theirs and it's like, oh, nah, that's theirs. Like Rainy especially. She's like, you got the same as me. I'm like, no, it's on the other side. I had to because of the wanted tattoo across my eyebrow. But the other day, I seen someone with the same, exactly the same makeup, and I was on a heist with them. And I actually got on the mic and said, mate, you're going to have to change your face paint. That's mine. And I mean, yeah, 30 million, but there are other face paints you don't have to pick. And he'd been playing with me for a while as well, so he was a friend, but I'm like, you don't choose, just as a friend doesn't mean anything. Like, you can't choose my stuff. We're all individuals. Create your own character. That's the whole point of this. You fucker. He threw me. Ah. Like, that's the other thing that Rockstar and Sony are basically saying to you. Here's all this stuff. Here's more stuff. Here's new face paints. Let me see your creativity. You are an individual. You don't need to follow. Right, these are games where you can be and create your inner self, that person that you've always wanted to be. Me, I've never wanted to be anything else other than myself, so. But if you've had desires to be something else, you can create your character that way. Design it that way.
I'll make sure there's no retaliation from the LSPD. Just a simple matter of
I actually like games where I can actually get in and fiddle with the whole facial structure, because then I can create me. I can take a photo, like basically, that's a funny thing. I can't draw portraits, but if I've got a photo right there, I can model from that photo for some reason onto a game. I don't know. I do it on Fallout and any other game where you can play with the facial features like cheekbones and everything else. And I get it to as close as looking like me as possible. Because when I play, I put a lot of me into the game. Like, well, fuck, if you put that many hours, you're putting a lot of yourself into the game. But the games I play are like jobs I had back in the real world, back in the day. Fuck, I almost shot that. Fuck. I have never done that before. That was like really weird. They were really off their game then. Wow. I've never seen the Vargos that off their game. What the fuck are you cunts smoking? Can I have some? Ah. My fucking control pads, I gotta get a new one. Oh, I've had this one since I bought the console. No, this is my new one. Just too many hours on this game, I guess. That's my excuse. Only this game. Yeah, don't look at the games and the games I've played, please. I put a lot of hours into a lot of games. And then I even delete the files completely from the system and do it again. That's what I mean. I'm that type of gamer. Like, I've played the game, I've played it over and over again, I've completed everything. I'll delete my big main file that's got everything on it just to do it again. Oh, they got this on normal. Oh, I hope I don't clip my car. Alright, if you've got the 60 round machine gun, your Mark II won't work inside this. And yeah, like you said, just keep going. I used to bring people along on this, but I really don't see the point. Like, things you can do yourself, I don't see the point in bringing someone along. That's why I don't accept the invites when someone invites me. If it's something I can do on my own and have done many, many times on my own, I won't come along. I won't help. And it's basically me, well, I do even say it, if you've heard me on the comments just before. I'll actually look at it, see what it is. If it's something I can do and I know that player can do, I won't help them. I won't go along, I won't accept it. I don't see the point. Basically, you're just cannon fodder. You're an extra body, so they may not die. It's not a nice way of saying it, but it's like when I get dragged along to the Pacific Bank. Half the time I feel like I'm just a fucking third wheel, an extra body, so they can do it. And then when I show them up a bit, they get shitty at me. Like, I'm not that third wheel, I'm that fucking body you brought along because you know I can fucking do it, cunt. Have done it, and I hold the fucking record. Not just me, I'm just one of the record keepers. I have a crew. Jinxie's one of them. I just can't think of anyone else who came along that day. And I mean, after... I haven't even checked it, that's how long it's been. I haven't even checked it to see how many fucking friends I've actually got online. But the last time I checked, it was over 750. So I could be looking at like 800 or even higher. I'm not boasting about it. I mean, fuck, that many friends online. I mean, I never had that many friends in the real world. And what, bar two really, really good friends and two best friends, most of my really close friends pass on, so I don't get close with people. Like, why get close to people if you're just going to lose them? And I know it's a kind of morbid way of looking at things, but it's true. I'm kind of done losing people in my life. I'm kind of celebrating, well, there's a new life in my family.
The training you acquired has been discreetly relocated into
Once me and my daughter smooth over the disagreement or discretion that we have between each other, ourselves. Sorry, like I said, I don't know words. I'm sure that her and her partner won't mind me spending time with their daughter, my granddaughter. I mean, it's just a misunderstanding. I mean, and it's a social media. Like, I turned around to her and I said, it's social media. Why are you so caught up on that little thing? And it's like, but it's my partner. I'm like, I get that, but I didn't know it was your partner. No one said, hey, this is my partner. Can you add him on Instagram or TikTok or whatever the fuck it was? I can't even remember what it was. It was that long ago. It wasn't Facebook. I know that. No, my daughter's more prominent on TikTok or Facebook. The fact that I'm on, well, she's on both actually, but as young people are, they're all on every fucking social media they can get on. She was, well, as much as she kept on claiming she was a reclusive person like her father, she's shy and rah-rah. Maybe a bit of me rubbed off on her where the old me, like I used to be very sociable. The world did a lot of things to me to change my view. Didn't stop me from making friends and stuff like that. It just changed my view on things. But like I said, I am Buddhist and I believe in karma, so, in Australia, water off a fucking duck's back. If you can't let it go, you got problems, not me. But, yeah. My daughter ended up becoming very, very sociable. Everyone loves her. That's the thing I love about my kids. They didn't become me. They didn't hide from the world or want to be a part of the world. They grew into young adults. Now young parents. And I'm very proud of my daughter. I mean, if she hears me on this or anything else, I mean, she'll probably have a single tear run down her cheek. Probably sitting there going, thanks, Dad. And it's like, yeah, no worries, kiddo. I'm not the ideal dad you'd think of. I didn't give you the advice that a parent would. Like my kids, I told them, mate, I can't tell you yes or no. The only person that can make the decision or the choice is you. You got to make the choice if it's right or wrong, if you want to do it. Me saying, no, you can't do it, that'll just make you want to do it more. And me going, yeah, no worries, go off and steal a car or fucking drink with your mates, in an unsupervised area. Go for it. No, I'd rather my children experience life for themselves. So when they fuck up, they can't blame me, even though they do. They blame me for other reasons. But that's a kid's job. And that's a parent's job. You know, you're there to take this shit and still love them. The kids are there to blame you for everything that goes wrong in their lives, but still love you because they know you're there. Even with my younger one. Even though she's just like her mum, and she's a cunty of a girl, like, mate, like I said, she's all about herself. It's a parent's job to love them, no matter what. Even though she fucked me over, she got me in trouble. Still don't care. My stepson, out of all the kids, he's probably fucked me over the worst for the littlest amount of shit. He's fucked me over for a game console. I thought that was fucking ridiculous. I gave a PlayStation 4 away and about 40 games to a kid because it was his birthday. And my son lost it, basically. The reason I gave it away is because I went off the grid. I didn't need it. I gave a TV, I gave about fucking $2,000 worth of shit away. Be it TV, game consoles, or games and movies. I didn't need it. I was going out and living on the side of a fucking creek, like I really needed fucking a TV. Where am I going to fucking plug a TV into? Or a game console? Like once I actually set up my camp, I did have a portable TV, some extra batteries. But when I go to nature, like when I go bush or camping, you don't need the luxuries of, you know, the civil war, basically. I was out there for 6 months before I come down here to Townsville. That was about probably 8 years ago. But I was working, do odd jobs around the fucking area. I earned enough to buy a car and leave my hometown. Because that was the plan. But getting back to my stepson or oldest son fucking me over for a game console, they all convinced me to go. Well, it wasn't really hard to convince me to go against my ex, but I wanted my son to go to school, so I put him in one of the old schools that I went to that I knew was alright. Well, I liked it because it had an agriculture part to it. If anyone's curious, it was Gordonvale High. They have, out the back, they've got agriculture because all around is farmland. And a mate had actually, because she'd gone into rehab, she asked me to look caretake her place because I'd sort of evicted one of the people who were just using the place and trashing it, and she has children. That's the reason she went into rehab. I was caretaking that place and living on the side of a creek. And my son come to live with me. That, long story short, my son come to me. We were working out how I would get payment to care for him. And the thing people don't realise is when I get payment for my kid, like, you know, single parents pension or whatever the fuck it is, that's for them. It's not for me. That's basically so I can get everything that they need for school and home, or have a home. So I asked my mate if I could stay at her place and do this, and she's like, yeah, no worries, mate. You looked after it, you cleaned it up. No worries. And there was a girl from my past that I'd given a video game and games to her son for her birthday. My son wanted it so bad that he conspired with this lady to live with her and get the payment for her. And as I said, the money wasn't there for me, the payment wasn't there for me. It was so my son can go to school, have everything he needs for school, and have everything he needs at school, at a home. That's why I stopped living out bush and came back to civilization just for him. Oh, don't worry, years later he came back and he's like, Dad, I know what you did for me. Like, even though he's my stepson, he's not biologically mine. Out of all the men that his mum brought before him, I'm the only one he ever called Dad. And still to this day, he calls me Dad. He's like, Dad, you've given me so much advice, you fucking... Like, I've been an arsehole. I'm like, mate, I've met arseholes worse than you and I still give them a second chance. It's kind of hard when they're blood. I mean, yeah, you can cut them off altogether. Like, I just noticed today, one of my friends on Facebook, I've never met her personally, but I've watched her life and her children grow up. And she's having a hard time with her family, like they've cut her off or something or other. I'm like, I've got to admit, family's overrated. It really is. Because sometimes there's families like, they're only there when you've got something or they need you. The instant you need something or need help or money, whatever it may be, it's the same with friends. No one's there. Like, I've even got mates doing the same thing. Oh, I'll keep on giving out, and that's the thing. You don't keep on giving, and then everyone calls you a prick for a while, and then they go, "Hang on, it was our fault." I mean, you can only push, use, and take from someone for so long before they either do one or two things: they explode or they disappear. Like, I put it up on Facebook and Instagram and a lot of other things, even with a picture. Just to remind people that know me, what I look like, who I am. Still here, still alive.
Good job. Now that you've secured all the
they know I'm alive, because that's the other people don't realize, is every time you look on someone's profile on certain apps, it lets you know. So they all know I'm checking on them, seeing if they're okay. Some actually sit there and go, well, why don't you say anything? It's like, man, sometimes I don't even know what to say. Like I said, my hometown, or where I grew up, there's a reason I left. There is a reason I haven't gone back in the last 8 years. Because if you guys are still having your same problems, it wasn't me. And that's what I thought. You know, you got every one of my friends back in my hometown made me feel, you know, close friends, so-called family, you name it, made me feel like I was the fucking problem. So I left. And you know what? I wasn't the fucking problem. But I knew it all along. It was everyone else doing the same vicious circle, fucking around with the same dumbass people, giving in to the same repetitive shit. and complaining about it. Like, I was sitting there you were complaining about it. You're doing the same thing over, like, okay. Yes, it's a game quote, but how's it go? Vast is not the first person to say this quote on Far Cry. Do you know the definition of insanity? It is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting some different to happen or a different result. You know what? If you do the same thing over and over again, the result is going to be the same. And it wasn't Vast that actually said it. It was one of the ancient philosophers that actually that's quoted from. I'm not sure what philosopher, so you'll have to look it up if you're interested in that. It's also a military quote from way back in the Civil War over in America. And I can't remember who, Hemingway I think it was, which was a poet, but he was also a military man. But that's it. If you keep on doing the same thing in the same place over and over again and expecting a different result, you're an idiot. It's insane. Because you do the same thing over and over again, you get the same result. It doesn't change. This is what I mean. I left. I turned around to my mates and I said, you know, this is why I fucking left, guys. Because you're doing the same thing over and over again, and you're expecting something different to happen, something to change, life to get better. And my hometown, it is all about tourism. So if you're not in the tourist industry and you're not hardcore in the drug industry and you stop giving to fucking losers, that's my mate's biggest problem. He keeps on getting me out credit and he expects people to pay him back. And when they want to pay him back, they don't. Cairns as a whole, a beautiful place to visit, don't get me wrong, but don't live there. Has go visit, take in the sights, do the fucking tourist shit, then head up a bit further north to Cooktown. It's all bitumen road these days. Oh, sorry. Before you head to Cooktown, Kuranda. Even, this is, I've got to admit, piss Cairns off, don't even go to Cairns, the city. Go to Smithfield, the beaches, like just past Smithfield, go to the beaches there. Port Douglas, Kuranda, Mariba, Tablelands, all the surrounding areas. Fucking beautiful. Lovely things to see and do. You want to see Australia and all its natural beauty and splendor without like the tourist trap crap. Them areas I just mentioned, well, Port Douglas is a bit pricey, but you can still do it for free. Ellie Beach is another place to visit, but it's not a big place. Cardwell's another one. Ingham. All them little places along the way. They're lovely places to visit, but don't stay. No offense to my Australian brethren, but there is a particular type of people there that will bring you down. It's a small town. If you're not working, it's not a place to stay. For the tourists and backpackers, there is a lot of work for fruit picking and packing and stuff like that. So you're into that, go for it. Especially around this time of the year, they're screaming for it, or any seasonal time of the year, they're screaming for you. And you'll have a more realistic visit than the tourist crap. Mate, people even ask me to give them a tour of this place. It's like, mate, it's better to experience yourself and do your own thing. It's the same way I'd be over in any other country I want to visit. Like, my first one on the list is I'm going to our next door neighbour, New Zealand. I've got brothers here that they've always told me to go over to NZ, and I'm like, yeah, I want to, man. Oh, the countryside, like, nature is my biggest thing. I love nature. I love animals. The countryside, you give it to me, mate, it's beautiful. Like, on Top Gear, someone said horses are a part of the countryside. Bullshit, mate. They're our first car. First means of transport. And if you got a good... Oh, you got to be fucking kidding me. If you got a good horse... I'm not going to say that it's a walk in the park to ride a horse. But once you get the hang of it, I can tell you now, you'll fall in love with it. Like, I think I said the other night, who's the moron who brought motorbikes into cattle stations? Like doing the muster and shit like that. That is ridiculous. And everyone's like, nah, but motorbikes are faster and rah rah. Motorbikes need maintenance, oil, fuel. If it's a fucking four-stroke, it needs water. Horses. For a full day's muster, if they're well fed, and they'll go and have a munch off the grass anyway, all they need water. All they need is water, and so do you. So you're like during the day, in the middle of the day, which is the hottest part of the day, till about 2 o'clock. We have a bit of a camp, so, and we usually do that right next to a dam. The horses get to drink. With a motorbike, you have to carry around extra fuel, water, oil, either a puncture kit or extra tubes and tires. Another fact about motorbikes and horses. Horses get up when you have an accident or you fall over. Motorbikes, if they land on you, you got to push that fucker off you. And if it's a big heavy four-stroke, you're going to have some trouble. And while the exhaust is burning the fuck out of your leg or wherever the exhaust has landed, you're going to have even more trouble. Yes, the horse gets hot and sweaty, but not enough to burn you. Yes, the horse could crush you, but when you usually come off a horse, you get thrown. The horse itself actually makes sure you're clear, just in case it's going to fall down on top of you. There are incidents where it can't be avoided, like everything else in the world. And like, fuck, I almost broke my neck coming off a horse. The fella told me, like, and I knew the horse did not like an extra person on board, not to mention after a whole fucking day's riding and running, like, my horse had not just dripping with sweat, but it had like salt cake everywhere around its body. And if anyone knows about horses, it means the sweat has built up to it started to solidify. The horse was fucked. And he wanted to jump on my horse because his horse took off. Or something, I don't know, his horse wouldn't go. Something went wrong. He jumped on my horse. That horse instantly started pig rooting. And it dropped its head and I went straight forward. And the reason I almost broke my neck was not because of the horse, but because of the fella that climbed on the back. I was inexperienced at the time, but I told him no. After he told me the horse doesn't like doubling, doesn't like anyone else but one person, and it was absolutely rooted. Like I can read my animals. By the end of the day, me and that animal, that horse, had a common respect. I was buggered. Like, I didn't have any, like, that's what I mean. That's why I went straight forward. And I went head first into the ground. I took off a great chunk of hair. That's what all I thought I took off.